Welcome to the reaction for Season 2, Episode 8 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Let's get into it.
We've both searched so long for a thing we barely understand. You can hold it if you like. Please.
No, thank you.
So gender's not a factor, no race, no pattern emerges. Fascinating. Podemos ir às...
Yeah, totally fascinating. Oh, I've seen her in stuff. I can't really think of what, though. I feel like it's not going to work on her. Ooh.
What makes you so special? As secret wise, we prepare her for surgery. We must examine exactly what makes her tick.
What?
Red Skull has fallen.
You're going straight to that?
The world has lost a great mind. Put her in a cage. Discovery requires experimentation, and this experiment will take time. I know that a special few can touch it without suffering. But I have yet to figure out how this weapon can be...
Weapon? That's so small-minded.
So what is it?
It can kill, sure, but only to protect itself from those it doesn't divine, hence the catchy name, to be worthy.
I'm interested in science, Doctor.
Worthy of unlocking its true power. I got your attention.
Yeah. You say power and he's on board.
And if one of those special people you speak of takes this diviner to that special place, it won't just kill. It will do something, scientifically speaking.
Which would be... Obviously the place is the city.
I'm unclear on how I'm stuck running the base and you're off to Hawaii.
Ward's still out there. Have you gotten a response from his brother?
He has his own men on the manhunt. We're politically toxic, and he demanded that we stay away from the case.
They'll never find him. How's Agent Morse handling Bakshi?
He wouldn't speak for the first 8 hours, but she's working him.
Bobby's as good as they come. My job now is to keep an eye on the big picture. Fury. I've been thinking a lot about what made him such a good director. His communication skills, flawed, but he could...
Yeah.
Whitehall has a weapon that's unpredictable, but he's not. I don't want to be in a foot race to stop him. I want to be waiting at the finish line.
Which is the city.
Yep.
You talked to anybody about what happened last week?
A lot happens every week, mate.
With the director. The guy was violent. And they're saying it's because Fury messed with his head or something. You know, I don't know.
So we're still worried about Coulson?
I worry that you've been brainwashed.
I'm not one of those fanatics that Hydra controls. Dr. Whitehall is a disciple of Red Skull, Hydra's founder.
So you think Bakshi was brainwashed?
No, but let the idea drive him nuts for a while. Any Hydra member could have been. Wouldn't know it.
Yes, that's true.
Oh. Shared his vision? That phrase is past tense, and the wording feels...
Firsthand.
Yeah.
I think Bakshi slipped. Maybe Whitehall and Red Skull have some sort of connection.
Sounds logical. Other than the fact that Red Skull's been dead for over 70 years.
There is that.
This used to be an SSR base before Fury restored it. It's full of SSR files.
Get on it.
Well, that's handy. Is Ward gonna be here already?
Yep, wide open. My family's summer place. Did you get my present yet? Of course it's see-through. That's the point.
Good.
Hey, big brother. Heard you were looking for me.
I hope some information gets revealed.
It'll need the following inscription. Dearest Darren, I count the seconds we're apart. Love your island flower. You got that?
Island flower, got it. Anything else?
This does not sound like a watch.
Am I good with this in my pocket?
That depends. You ever want kids? And bring back the blue tie.
You got it, sir.
Get back here ASAP. This bus has to be wheels up in 40 minutes.
Got it.
Copy that.
Jesus.
I'm going to need you to install this in the field under pressure in less than 6 minutes.
You are aware that I only have one hand that works good.
That's why you'll practice it over and over until you've got it down cold. Don't think about the action. Let the action help you think.
Within 30 minutes? Maximum?
His borderline personality disorder makes him overvalue certain relationships, thank mom and dad for that. And one glimmer of belief from an authority figure like Whitehall, well, hail Hydra.
Alrighty.
But I did find the original 084 report signed by Agent Carter herself.
Of course.
Did you hear what I said? Peggy Carter, founder, happens to be British, held this in her hand.
Vault D? Not the only vault. Agent Carter buried a lot of things here.
Okay, then. Yay!
Werner Reinhardt.
You must be dying to understand all the items you recovered.
I don't suppose you'll tell me where they came from?
A myth from the East of blue angels who came bearing a gift for all mankind, meant to save the world.
You don't strike me as a believer.
I don't think they were angels.
These visitors, they didn't come to save the world. They came to conquer it.
That sounds more like them.
I think you got a bad translation. The way I understand it, it was end. To end mankind.
Oh. Great.
How do you intend to find this city?
Well, we'll have to look everywhere. Really, really hard.
Okay.
I've lost everything important to me. And finally be reunited with my family.
Reunited?
In the afterlife.
Okay.
Look, I don't know what Hydra hopes to achieve, but I'm sure you and I can come up with a better plan than kidnapping a senator.
Hydra doesn't care about you.
And they care about you?
No.
Because I was the one who got you out of S.H.I.E.L.D.
To have me executed.
Right. Minor detail.
Mom and Dad were terrible. But they didn't put the match in your hand when you burnt down that damn house. And I didn't squeeze the trigger when you killed all those people.
It is my fault. I let you all hollow me out.
Spare the non-apology. I'm a senator.
I take responsibility for my actions, Christian.
Do you?
You still blame me for the well. We both know that it was you who nearly killed Thomas down there.
Nearly killed him, okay.
You know, I don't know what crazy lies that you have built up all these years, but the well doesn't even exist anymore. It's gone.
Okay, so it was a well, not the river, like he told Coulson.
They just covered it up.
So he was lying to Coulson, which means we can't trust anything he says.
Any complications out there?
Kept waiting for that other shoe.
Great, everything's in motion then, except the bus. Get us airborne.
Where to, sir?
Australian Outback. We got a satellite network to steal in very little time.
Copy that.
So Fitz's mission task isn't here. Got it.
I've got the Reinhardt file and a lovely picture of the Nazi bastard. Yeah, name's right beneath it.
No, that's Daniel Whitehall.
Yep.
You mean it looks like it?
No.
You're joking.
Can't be. You'd be old as hell now.
I would have agreed with you before alien became a word we use daily. Mate, I know I'm right. He did have a personal connection to Red Skull.
Yes, he did.
An old S.H.I.E.L.D. prison called the Rat.
How long was he kept there?
For life.
What?
Have you come to make a deal?
With the devil, I considered it. Your work would be valuable. But if that day comes, I know who I'd want by my side.
Not you.
If we could learn so much together.
Instead, we'll forget. Forget you. Forget your work. When I leave, no one else will come. You'll be buried.
I seriously doubt that. Nothing stays buried forever.
For as long as I have a say, you will.
So how does he look the same? How did he get out? Well, I mean, how is he still alive, obviously, but how's he getting all this stuff? This is a cool sequence. So he did age.
Undersecretary Pierce took pity on him. Said it wasn't his choice which side of the war he was on.
Pierce is just trying to make himself look good. It's budget cuts, my man. I'll pull the truck around.
Hail Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
The woman. We found her. She's still alive.
This isn't Sky's mom, is it?
She lives a full one and doesn't age a day.
Sir, how is this possible?
I don't know. Discovery requires experimentation. I think it's time we found out exactly what makes you so special.
Well, shit.
May, I think we should cross-check the name Daniel Whitehall for any criminal activity from that time.
What are you doing? Oh, okay, taking it to her.
My devotion goes far deeper than respect. That's not what I meant.
You meant programming. I hear compliance will be rewarded. So what is it you're so afraid of, huh?
I wonder if your friends know the acts that you are capable of. How you were able to ingratiate yourself to Hydra. Should those details ever surface?
What did she have to do?
Question remains, what kind of a man are you?
Shit.
Cyanide, we checked him.
Capsule embedded in his cheekbone.
In his cheekbone? How did he get it out then?
I don't understand. What do you want out of all this?
I want the truth.
Oh, he didn't. He smashed it. Okay, I got it.
Admit you made me push Thomas down the well.
You can't reconcile all the ugly, horrible things you do with the hero you so desperately want to become.
I believe he's a manipulator, but I also believe that Ward is fucked. So I still don't know what's true.
No, I did it! I did! I know! I wanted him dead! I'm sorry! I wanted him dead!
Why?
Thomas was the only one Mother didn't torture. Dad always let her do it. Grant, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. That's all I wanted to hear.
I feel like he's still going to throw him in. He's still going to throw him in.
Come on. It's time we went home.
No? What? I'm very uncomfortable right now.
The satellite network we need to map the Earth and find the city.
I cannot read Ward at all.
There's a small station here that comes online whenever Cayena Point's feed goes down.
But Cayena still needs to go down.
We already took care of that.
The watch.
The watch and the button are two pieces of a Trojan horse.
Okay.
We'll have roughly 6 minutes to patch a back end into the network. Trip, you'll provide backup. Fitz, you'll install the transceiver to let Sky hack the network so that we can find out if the city exists once
So
and for all.
roughly 6 minutes. Is it going to be less?
I got it down to 7 minutes, 20 seconds. No, that's with my bad hand. With both, I can do it, definitely.
We may actually have a shot at finding the city.
Are you sure it's something you want to dig up?
If we don't, Hydra will. We need to get there first.
I'm still not sure how this is going to help find the city, but sure. All right, that worked.
Sky, there's something jamming our...
Down, ambush!
Shit. Well, he said it'd be high pressure. Good move, Fitz.
Fist down!
Was it just a shoulder?
Trip, talk to me.
Oh, sir, he's gonna bleed out.
We need to stop it.
I can help.
What the fuck are you doing there?
Put pressure there, please.
Can you control it?
First one through clean. Second bullet is deep. There's a lot of blood. Gotta get it out. Hand me the scalpel.
Shit.
I prefer we stabilize and move.
The bullet's holding the wound open. If we keep our heads about us, he has a chance, Phil. Shouldn't have said Phil.
Yep, you blew it.
You probably wouldn't recognize me from the picture I left for her, though I haven't changed as much as she has since then. If I let go of this clamp, he dies. I just sliced this man's brachial artery.
Fuck.
You too, son.
Fitz. You'd use this man's life as a bargaining chip?
Of course.
Sky wouldn't want Trip to die.
She's not here, is she? That's a relief. I'm only gonna get one chance at a first impression. This doesn't look very good.
You've already blown that.
I don't think it's good for Sky to...
You're not her father! You're S.H.I.E.L.D, who took her from me. I need Whitehall.
He didn't. And he's her surrogate father.
He has no idea of its true power, of what's inside. Oh, there's something inside.
Great, thank you.
Tesseract level power?
Sure.
You realize we're talking life and death here.
I know. It's exciting, isn't it? I mean, both sides racing to the temple, life and death.
Temple, okay. We didn't know that. I mean, I did. They didn't.
Because if you let this man die, Sky will never...
That's not her name! And I won't let him die. I'm gonna tell you just how to save him.
We'll find you. And when we do, you and I will finish this conversation.
I look forward to it.
Shit.
Quickly, Fitz, quick. Okay, done.
I feel like it's been way more than 6 minutes, but sure.
We haven't heard from them in over 5 minutes.
Okay. That was a good scene. That was a really interesting way to handle that.
Okay. He's stabilizing.
You could tell that?
The opportunity may be fleeting, so it must be recognized and seized. Sometimes the solution takes days.
Jesus Christ. And she's awake while they're doing this? Not anymore. I think she's just straight up dead.
What did you take from her, sir?
Everything that I possibly could. Dispose of the rest.
That still doesn't explain anything.
But few are willing to do what it takes to earn one.
I completely understand. I think my skills could be of use to you.
I have no doubt that's true.
The bodies of Massachusetts Senator Christian Ward and both his mother and father were identified by police tonight. A partially destroyed tape found in the fire is believed to be the senator's confession.
I wanted him dead. The only one Mother didn't torture. It had to end. I wanted her to feel our pain.
You okay?
Jesus Christ, Ward.
You pushed him a little hard, didn't you? What did you think was going to happen?
I miscalculated. I thought he was going to talk.
Well, and also, he'd been checked for cyanide.
I think you have something up and running and need allies. And know that I'll have your back, whatever it is.
But you never trust me.
But I'll never stop wanting to.
Yeah, this was bound to happen.
26 satellites scouring the world for your map.
Good.
Multispectral images, ground
Sky, look at him. Just take a glance.
match. If there's evidence of this city on Earth.
Unless she already knows. Nope, she doesn't.
Guys. Is everything okay?
Did he die? Did Trip not make it?
Patching Trip up and he's gonna be fine. But you're acting like you saw the devil out there.
Okay. She just doesn't know about her dad.
Doctor, how nice to see you. Please, come.
You should tell me when we're having a meeting. I would have freshened up.
Ward, I swear to God, you better be playing an angle, and you better be here just to get intel.
Heard you crossed Coulson. That can be rough.
Oh, it wasn't a complete loss. It's always good to look your enemy right in the eye.
I liked that. Yeah, they came in and took everyone out of the village, including his wife, Sky's mother.
I'll find him. I'll do to him what he did to you. I will tear him apart.
Okay, I like where we're heading with most of this. I still don't understand what Ward's deal is. And it's really throwing me off. I cannot read him. I don't know what he's thinking, what his plan is. I'm so just like off kilter with him. Yeah, I don't know what to make of Ward. I still like want to believe that he's somehow still helping us. He's still on our side, which is what he said. And he said he's going to be dropping more people off. So I feel like this is him trying to be a double agent here, basically. Like, I think he's just there to get intel, get in with them, basically undercover. Sky's father. Oh, there's definitely still so much more there with that character to learn. I mean, obviously, like, because he hasn't aged in 25 years. Sky's mom didn't age. I still don't understand how cutting her up basically helped Whitehall not age or actually reverse his aging. And so Sky is not a baby. I mean, both of them made it to adult age, her parents. So is Sky gonna like just not age at a certain point? Like, is she gonna age till a certain age and then stop? I don't know. I don't know. I still just want all the information. I did really like that where he's like, you know, good to look your enemy in the eye and then like immediately looked over, direct eye contact with Whitehall. If he doesn't read into that, he's a fucking idiot, and Whitehall is not an idiot. So yeah, Whitehall has to know he cannot trust him. Ward just killed his family. I mean, okay, well, no, it's not like there's no justification for that. But it's not like they were like wholly good people. We still don't have all the details, but I mean, obviously his mom was abusive, tortured them, whatever that means. And the dad like let it happen. And, you know, his older brother manipulated him into trying to kill his younger brother. So like not a great family, very dysfunctional. So it's not like Ward completely snapped and like killed an innocent family. So, I mean, there's that, I guess. I just don't know where we're going with that character. I don't know what we're heading toward. I can't predict anything with him because I don't understand him anymore. This was a good episode for Fitz. We're seeing him kind of get back to the old Fitz, which is nice. So I did really like seeing that. The one thing about this episode that kind of irked me was like, it just was way too convenient that folder was there. Like, oh, we happened to be in a base that was like an old SSR base. And oh, the file that we need is just so happens to be here and we know how to find it. And it contains all the information we need. Like, it just was way too convenient. But, whatever. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, fine. But yeah, no, that definitely just was too convenient. Interesting about Bobby, because Hunter is implying that she's got another agenda. She's got something else going on. Which, the fact that she won't let anyone call her agent, is her last name Morris, won't let anyone call her that, and she insists on going by Bobby, has always kind of made it seem like she doesn't really wholly want to be with S.H.I.E.L.D. or connected with S.H.I.E.L.D. Like in an official capacity. But then also, like, she definitely considers herself part of the team. So that whole thing there has just been kind of odd to me, that she won't let anyone call her by anything other than Bobby, basically. She will not accept Agent Morris or whatever her last name is. And so now we've got this thing here with Hunter saying, like, basically she's working something else or has something else going on. I forget how he worded it, but and yeah, them hooking up, that was just a matter of time. Like, of course that was going to happen. When it comes to physical attraction, like, there's a very, very, very fine line, or a very wide line, however you want to look at it, between hate and love. Like, both of those things can lead to lust. So yeah, that was definitely going to happen. I still want more answers on Whitehall. I mean, it's nice that it's all connected somehow. Whitehall is the one responsible for Sky. Wait, though. Okay, so Hydra agents came, which we now know. And it was part of Whitehall. They wanted to find her, Sky's mom, to continue the experiments on her. So, okay. So where was Sky and all that? So the rest of the village was wiped out, but her father wasn't there. So why didn't Sky get taken by Hydra? How did S.H.I.E.L.D. end up with her? I don't know. I don't know. There's still more answers that we need. All right. I think that's going to wrap up this one. This was a good episode, other than just how easy it was to get the information on Whitehall. But other than that, it was good. Especially this scene with Sky's dad and Coulson. That was such an interesting way to play that, because like, he wanted to be there. Well, actually, I think he was there for the same purpose that Coulson was, to map Earth or whatever, to try and find the city. It seemed like. That's what I'm guessing, because he seemed surprised to find out why Coulson was there, which means I think he was there for the same thing, rather than like there because he knew Coulson was going to be there. And the whole thing of like just having that conversation with Trip and like using him as basically his way to get out, like, because he knows Coulson's not going to chase him, he's going to save Trip instead. So that was all really, I liked how that was done. It was very clever. Clever for just the show in general, and also clever for that character, who, by the way, also seems like he's a little mad at times, like mad as in, insane, as opposed to like he clearly has these anger issues. He's unstable, but he's not dumb, which is a dangerous combination. So even though he seems a little insane, it's not because he's stupid. Like, he's not acting that way because he doesn't know what he's doing, which is intriguing and scary. All right. Yeah, that's going to wrap up this one. If you're watching this on Patreon, thank you so much for the support. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to catch up with those on Patreon who are very far ahead at this point, because I have no idea when these are going on YouTube, you can do so by clicking the link in the description below and heading over there. What's so far ahead over there are the full reactions, not the YouTube versions. I will have in the description below the most recent full reaction they received so you can know exactly how far ahead they are. If you are interested in the YouTube versions, you want early access to those, make sure you read the tier descriptions very carefully to know exactly when you're going to get those, because I don't know when I'm recording this, ideally a week in advance. So ideally they go on Patreon a week before they go on YouTube, but as of the time that I'm recording this, I can't commit to that because I have no idea when these are going to go on YouTube and like what my schedule is going to look like and all that. So read the tier description when you sign up because that will tell you. The full reactions are in watch along style, so you do need to have your own copy of the episode to watch alongside my video for copyright reasons. If you're based in the US or using a streaming service that has the same stream rate as the US, then it's really easy. All you have to do is hit play on your copy of the episode when my countdown timer in the video hits 0, and that's pretty much it. And then you just watch them side by side. If you're based in the UK or you're using a streaming service that has a different stream rate from the UK, there's a couple extra steps you have to do in order to get both of those copies to sync up. But I do have instructions containing those steps in the description for every single video. There's a document that's linked there with the instructions that an amazing patron put together for me. So you can still make it work. Just a couple extra things you have to do, but definitely still doable. The tier description will also let you know what extra perks you're going to get for being a part of Patreon because there are some extras. So again, please read those very, very carefully. That will answer the vast majority of your questions, I promise. If you want to hang out here on YouTube instead, that is totally okay. Just make sure you hit the subscribe and notification button so you don't miss the next episode when it goes out. And hopefully I will see you in that one.